But I ain't hit it on that. We hit it for the audio, not for the video. All right, we should be.
Yeah, where we go?
You see it now?
Yeah.
I need to put on the headphones.
You can. They're optional.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, we here. Bet that. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road.
You know damn well show shot it, bitch.
Count it out, knew them bitches couldn't count. Count it out, knew them bitches couldn't count. Count it out, knew these bitches couldn't count. Water down to the pressure and it stepped on up. Yeah, you know bitches, it was bitches be back. Count it out, knew these bitches couldn't count. Hey, count it out, knew the hoes couldn't count.
Watered down if it was pressure, then it stepped on now. Bitches be hating, I be peeping, see where bitches be back. Bitch, if you mad now, I'ma make you madder than mad. I take a shit for every bitch that ever pictured me last. Watered down if it was pressure, then it stepped on now. Bitches be hating, I be peeping, see where bitches be back. Bitch, if you mad now, I'ma make you madder than mad. I take a shit for every bitch that ever pictured me last. I take a shit for every bitch that put me down at the bottom. Know if it's stuck, the bitches stuck, just tell me get 'em, I got 'em. Know with the money comes the power, keep on giving me commas. I'm in the club, I'm getting paid, let's put that shit on your mama. I heard I make 'em sick, dick, round ways, make you vomit. Straight out the bricks, I was spoiled as a kid, so I'm rotten. Know how I give it up, safe to say I'm coming full throttle. Like how I give it up, queen of poppin' shit, no Madonna. Gotta keep my mind right, gas in 93 marijuana. Father, forgive me when I sin, I'm just returning the karma. Don't see no future with the nigga, I don't see no tomorrow. I bit off more than I could chew, best believe I'ma swallow. Intoxicated bitches, goofy as hell. Had bitches round here paying for woo like God ain't posting my bail. You making posts with no address, bitches addressing themselves. I came about you, touch her tail, bitch, we are not parallel. Nah. Watered down if it was pressure, then it stepped on now. Bitches be hating, I be peeping, see where bitches be back. Bitch, if you mad now, I'ma make you madder than mad. I take a shit for every bitch that ever pictured me last. Watered down if it was pressure, then it stepped on now. Bitches be hating, I be peeping, see where bitches be back. Bitch, if you mad now, I'ma make you madder than mad. I take a shit for every bitch that ever pictured me last. You know damn well show shot it, bitch.
Welcome back. You guys are back on the pod. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You guys are back on the Bench Podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We are available on all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We have Gabbana in the building, the real Gabbana. What's going on?
What's up?
All right. And, of course, as always, we got a really dope show for you guys, man. We're going to be talking about all the trending topics of sports, music, entertainment. And, of course, we're going to get into the real Gabbana and her career, music, acting, all of that good stuff. Make sure you guys check out on all social media platforms. All right. Now, yeah, like I say, man, every week I usually start the show off with just something I've been thinking about, something that's been bugging me a little bit. And I have 0 kids, right? But really I have 6, because nieces and nephews.
Oh, I thought you were just bad at math.
Yeah, either that or I got something out here I don't know about, right? But for real though, so 3 of them from my older sister, they getting grown. Basically they grown now. The youngest one is like 18 now or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh really? They're grown.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they got like a terrible case of like amnesia. You know what I'm saying? And like they don't remember or know like anything I've done for them. So basically I haven't done shit for them.
What have you done for them lately?
That's what it's about for them.
Yeah.
But they don't care nothing about me having bad credit because of them, signing for fucking houses and cars that just fucking went away in the thin blue sky. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? About all the money, the clothes, the new school clothes and shoes and the fucking rent that was due when the people was at the door finna take the fucking couches out and shit. Like, they don't care nothing about none of that. And then they show like, they don't, it's always like, oh, we had it so bad and this like y'all had it so fucking easy. What are you talking about? Like they don't like they just it bothers me to the 10th degree. First of all, it really like it fucks with me a little bit because it's like damn, y'all really do think I didn't do anything for y'all. And when I was really y'all daddy, you know what I mean? And
but
y'all don't acknowledge any of that.
They really like they don't think you did anything at all.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, you kind of know why these kids like that, though, right? We the new adults.
Yeah.
We nothing like what our parents was. So I think, not to say just you because I raise kids too. You know, I don't have any personally, but I have stepchildren. I have my niece and nephews that, you know what I'm saying, I raise kids. So their generation comes with a lot more entitlement. They don't work hard for nothing. You have to remember these children have iPhones, stuff that we didn't get until we were like high school. Well, I didn't see an iPhone until I was in high school. That's when it came out. I was in high school.
Yeah.
But you know, these children, they're in elementary and it's the hottest phone. So
Yeah.
they feel like that's whatever you did, that's what you were supposed to do. More than because I still am a kid somewhat at heart. I go through it with. I ain't gonna say I go through it, but I have little bratty moments with my mom and my daddy right now. Probably just because I don't have kids, but it's almost that factor of I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
But the generation of new kids, just from what I've learned, they're extremely entitled. I feel like just us as adults, we have to like build more responsibility into them, making them earn shit versus us just doing, because we know what it felt like to not have the things. We knew what it felt like when we asked our mom for something and she tell us, no, go clean your damn room or go clean up this. You got to do this before you get it.
Yeah.
These children, we clean the room for them.
Right.
Because
Facts.
we want it cleaned a certain way.
Yeah,
and that's not an excuse. You still have to build them up to be that adult that needs to go out there now to the world, see how they 18. The entitlement that's set in.
Yeah.
So it's like now we have to break them out of whatever ways that we've let them get set into so that they can be prepared for the real life, because our parents they didn't gentle parent with us. We all are gentle parenting.
Well, my mom was like that. Like she had a way of doing it, and if you weren't gonna do it that way, she would just get out of the way. I'll do it.
Yeah, see?
So you can always kind of fake it.
Right. And most moms, you know, that's a mom thing anyway. Like,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to kids. Moms, they know how they want their house clean. They know how they want to smell. I know when my mama came home, it could be one spoon in the sink. Wow, these dishes. I'm like, it's one spoon.
It's one
like, I had some cereal, bro. I washed the bowl. I just didn't feel like getting to the spoon. Like, all right. So it's different.
I think you said a great thing though. It's like they feel like a lot of what you do, even if it's hard for us to do, it's a struggle for us to do. They look at it as, oh, that's just what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's entitlement.
You know,
You're
that's
the adult.
You know, they don't recognize or see the struggle in you doing that. And then for me, what I feel a little bit guilty of is that, you know, I didn't have a bad childhood. I'm not trying to say that I did, but like there were certain things that I didn't like about my growing up, and they were like, mine was church and vegetables, and my thing was I had to eat vegetables and I had to go to church. When I became adult, fuck both those things. I ain't going.
Yeah,
I ain't doing it.
Right.
And so I never put that on my kids.
Right. You're not gonna force it on
And
them.
another thing, it goes deeper, because then it's like, like in my head, I'm like, anything that you force them to do, they're gonna resent deeply, and it'll mess that. They won't ever want to fuck with that. So I never tried to put anything on them, no matter what it was. Like, you got to do this. You have to do this, because that affected me so much. That was the thing I will refuse to do, and I didn't want to put them in that position. But I think it just kind of created a situation where, like, you know, they'd never had the hammer dropped on them on anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But even with that, how many times have our parents, like when they told us to do something just growing up, how many times did they give you an explanation for why they want you to do it? Rarely.
Yeah, my
In
dad
this
was
day
an
and
explanation
age,
guy.
that's
My
because
mom was not.
As a man,
Yeah.
he wanted to build you into a man. That's completely different.
Yeah.
When your mom say go do this, you be like, well, why I gotta do that? Just do what I said.
Yeah.
Most cases, like in today's day and age, if we actually educate these children, meaning you need to eat your vegetables, it's good for you, it does this for you.
Yeah.
If we took that approach, that they would just tell us eat our vegetables.
No,
They
it's
really
true.
tell us what it's doing for our little body. Even though they say you're gonna be big and strong, nobody really believes that as a
Right.
kid. But if we knew, you know,
Yeah, Dad, you're 5'7", you ain't big. I see you eating all those vegetables. It ain't working.
I done seen kids drinking milk from day one, they're still short.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I feel like if not just the discipline in, but just in any situation, like certain things certain kids don't like church. But a lot of times, isn't that where your discipline came from?
Could be.
Or how you learned how to like be, sometimes just sit quiet and not even say anything. But
Yeah.
so a lot of things, I don't force the children in my life to go to church because like you said, I don't go now.
Yeah.
And then just with how society is now, I just feel like everything is different. Everybody's beliefs is different. They can say they believe it. So I just don't force it on them. I do tell them, having a relationship with God is important. I instill in them that God is real. Your little heart in your chest is not beating because you want it to or because mommy or daddy wanted to, that God is real. Yeah. So I feel like as long as you are still instilling those values that they need to go back and seek God, forcing them into the door isn't really mandatory.
Yeah.
So I feel like we are parenting on what works for us, but when we go back and like kind of steal some of the things from our parents, I feel like that would have probably made it a little bit more sufficient, just for me.
Yeah. No, I like what you said though too, because like when you talk about like do it because I said to do it, like that was another thing that had an impact on me, because when I was becoming a parent, I looked at it like to me, if I have nothing to explain to you as to why to do it, that's a failure.
Right.
If the best thing I have to tell you is because I said so, that's a failure on my part. I've got to be better than that. I've got to have. If you're going to ask the question, I got to answer the question.
Understood.
Because you're not going to learn any other way.
Yeah.
So I think that was I'm glad you mentioned that, because I wasn't thinking about that before.
Because
But
just
that
think
was a
about when
big
we were
thing.
kids, if they tell us to do something, imagine it's something you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And you say, why? Did you ever really get a real explanation that you actually can't
Because I'm
reach
your
into
dad.
adulthood?
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
what when you
No,
really
you're
think
right.
about, it's a lot of things that I just did not want to do or didn't like to do. And
Yeah.
perfect example, I didn't have any biological brothers growing up in the house. My stepbrother was grown and out the house, so she like, oh, you need to take out the trash and da 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 da. I asked why one day as a kid, and she like, cause I said so. I don't want no trash in my house. Da 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 da. As I got older, got my own spot, moved into my first apartment. You fall asleep and wake up and smell that trash. Now you see what your mom meant. She didn't give you that explanation, but now you understand. So that's why I'm like, it's just certain things that, even if I don't instantly take to it, I'm going to go back to what my mom told me mentally and try to implement it, try to give it to the kids. Something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No,
But give that extra explanation.
Yeah. I feel like as long as we tell them, a lot of parents feel like it's probably pulling them from being a parent by explaining themselves to a child, but it's not. You're actually opening the door for your child to come back to you as an adult. I'm grown, and I still can go back to my mom and talk to her. I'm not scared to tell her anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she always made me feel welcome.
And that's a big victory as a parent. Like, if you get to the point where they're getting older and they're still comfortable telling you stuff, and they still kind of look to you at that point, you really feel like you did a decent job at that point.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So that was just what was on my mind there.
Uncle
And,
Daddy.
Uncle Daddy. Yeah.
They'll appreciate you. It's gonna be hard. I know they're young. I say that because, like I told you, I have nieces and nephews. But once they start understanding the responsibility and they start working a job and understanding, like, for me, it was looking back and seeing all the years my mom did what she did to take care of me. So as an adult, I feel like my job is to stop her from working. They're gonna wait till they get to that maturity level. Then they're gonna look back like, well, dang, my daddy didn't do this. My uncle did that.
Yeah.
But this person didn't do that. He was there. It's just gonna take for them to hit that maturity level for them to reach it out.
Facts.
Hang in there, Bubba. Keep doing the good stuff.
Uncle Daddy.
No, that's what's up. Once again, you guys are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We have the real Gabbana in the building. You know what I'm saying? So right now you're doing a double thing. You're just doing a lot. You know, you're just trying to be in front of a lot of people's faces, doing your music, content creation, and acting, all of that good stuff. That's just what you're doing right now. I want to start with this. Where are you trying to go ultimately? Like, what's the big picture for you? And then also, like, what is the biggest, like, block in your way right now, if there is any?
I don't feel like I have any blocks in my way. I'll keep God first always. I feel like what he has for me is going to be for me. No man, woman, situation, label, friends, foes, none of that can stop. Whatever is for me or you, it's going to be there. Whether it happens when I want it to or not, that's my patience is probably what's in my way.
Okay.
I feel like, as we all know, I don't really lean on social media. But everybody tends to just let social media, be their pressure point sometimes, to where if the internet is saying you didn't do this in a year or 2 or 3 or 4, they feel like you failed or it's not going to happen.
Fact.
I don't really lean into that because I accomplished way more than people that was rapping for 10, 20 years. Some of them will never see some of the numbers I've seen. So
Yeah.
regardless of them saying, you know, you're not here, that means nothing to me. I just try to keep God first and keep pushing. So I feel like my own patience is what is in my way. My ultimate goal, I actually never wanted to be a rapper. I just was always good at it from a kid. Like, the politics that comes with doing music and the whole getting in front of the camera and basically selling yourself as the product, I never really wanted to do. I started out as a cosmetologist, been doing hair since I was 12, making hair in the neighborhood. I went to cosmetology school, finished cosmetology school. I started
so
doing
you certified?
Started doing a lot of people hair. All the wigs, y'all see me where I make these wigs by hand. I sew them by hand, make them, install them, customize them, everything like that. So I actually went into the hair field. From there, I was in a long-term relationship, kind of strayed away from hair. I was fighting too much. Yeah, I'm a fighter. I was fighting too much. So I wrote a book. I'm a writer. I've always been into.
You wrote a real book.
Real book.
Okay.
I had honors English in high school, so I wrote actually 2. I have Competing with the Streets 1 and Competing with the Streets 2. I haven't really focused on part 3 because I'm living it, if that makes sense.
That does.
It's a fiction, but it's based off of me. The main character's name is Jewel. My real name is Jasmine. And, of course, everybody like people that are in the book. Like, if you have 2 twin boys, I'll probably give you 2 twin girls.
Okay, something like
If you
that.
have 2 girls, I'll probably give you 2 boys.
Right,
change your
yeah.
name, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I put it out. It got 1 million reads on Wattpad, and I took it off because I wanted to publish it correctly. I only had like 13 chapters up, and now for book 1 it's like 17 chapters. Book 2 is like 13 chapters.
Okay.
And then I haven't really gotten the gist of book 3. But after that, in the process of me taking the book down, everybody thought my book cover was a mixtape cover. They were like, "Oh, you rap now, Jazz." I was so mad. I was pissed because I'm like, this is not. No, I'm absolutely not. I'm not a rapper.
But if you look back at the book cover, did it feel like an album
looks
cover?
exactly like an album cover. So it's like, probably like after I pushed the book like the beginning of 2018. By October of 2018, I dropped my first freestyle and it went crazy. So
Okay.
Was that because people around you were telling you to do it, or you just felt like it's
I
time?
just really got up. I'm not even gonna hold you. I liked ZZ beat. When I
Okay.
heard the song ZZ by Kodak Black,
Yeah.
that beat, I just liked it, and I just
That's
was
a crazy beat now.
I was like, I want to rap on this beat.
And you
I
had
never been
never
in
rapped in the studio?
Not in the studio, like meaning if I'm on
just
the block
around
with
the
my
town.
homeboy,
Yeah,
you know, I
yeah,
rap,
yeah.
spit some little stuff like that, but I had never been
Everybody
in the studio.
get drunk and want to do that when you're young. You know
Right, you know, we just sitting around, we beating on the green tape,
I
on the
know how it
table,
go.
and that's the type of rapping I had actually did. I had never been inside of a studio
Mm-hmm.
up until I did ZZ, and the feedback from it was extremely good. So I did another freestyle. That freestyle feedback was good, and then when I did my first song, Duck Duck Goose,
That was your first that was your first real song?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Like-
It went like that.
That was the
Yeah,
first
that's
song,
crazy.
like, when I first was freestyling, shout out to KT. KT came in 212, and he like, you can rap, but you ain't shit. Because you
KT,
jumping on, he like, you jumping on other people's beats.
You had only heard the freestyle so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only had freestyles. He heard
Okay.
both, 3. I had 3 really. I had number 1 Stunner beat. I
Birdman?
had, yeah. I did that beat. I had Trina Single Again beat.
Okay.
And a ZZ shit.
Yeah.
So from there, he listened. He like, you hard, but ain't shit, cause you just basically taking somebody else's formula and just rapping. Like, you not taking a fresh beat, constructing the beat and putting it all together. So you ain't shit.
Yeah.
The next night, he came in there. I had Duck Duck Goose, Married to the Game, In and Out, and Chemistry. All fresh songs, all mine.
Yeah.
Hook, 2 verses, fresh beat. He came, he like, oh yeah, you ready now. You ready. And he actually told me, he was like, Duck Duck Goose is going to be your song that grab the streets, but Chemistry is going to be your moneymaker because it's more on the soft side.
Yeah.
So from there, the song Duck Duck Goose got 3.3 million views from somebody just recording me do the video, and I'm like, damn, the book did 1 million reads. This 3 point, I probably need to rap. I'm like, oh, I'm not a rapper, but yeah, I'm probably a rapper. So from there, I kind of like basically changed myself from what I used to consider as a street girl or a street chick into an artist. Like, I learned to move like an artist, articulate myself like an artist, stuff like that.
That's real interesting. How you think you always been like this? Because it feel like you just like natural when you get in front of
Yeah.
no matter what you doing. It just seems so
I actually used
fucking
to tell people I'm supposed to be famous for something, and they'll laugh at me. They thought I was crazy. I kept I used to work at SunTrust Bank in the corporate office. I was the only youngest girl in the business department. And I got out. It was a very good job, but as I'm working that job, I'm making some good money. I was there for about 5 years. I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm supposed to be famous. And I think I auditioned for Bad Girls Club. And
when it came here, yeah.
my boyfriend ain't like that. They picked me.
Did they?
Oh, yeah?
He was like, if you go, we breaking up. All they do on that show is fucking fight.
That's
I'm
it.
like,
Yeah.
so it
That
was
would've
like
been
a
your lane,
decision.
though.
Like, I really.
They better be
okay,
fake
now,
fighting though with
looking back
Gabbana
now,
though.
I probably should have went only because me and him not together no more.
I hate to say it, but if you have a career move, make the career move. Worry about the relationship.
Right. But I was
For real.
young,
Yeah.
in love. You thinking
Yeah.
like. So, he was like, if you go, we breaking up. And I'm like, I can't go. And girl, I can't do it. They like, you not going to go to the second round? I'm like, no, I can't. He going to want to break up. And I was 18. So,
Oh, man.
I was in love. But even when he shined that down, I kept telling him, I would tell other people, I'm supposed to be famous for something. But I had stopped doing hair. I had stopped feeding whatever my talents was. So I was at a roadblock.
Yeah.
And then I just popped out with the book. It did something. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to write a book. I'm going to be an author. I was just on Facebook. I'm the best author. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
And then when I did the music, I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to do music. And then when, bruh, I've never had any type of, acting classes. I've never, been given a script, except maybe, 1 or 2 instances, but it was nothing like what Show put me in.
Yeah.
He basically turned me into an actress,
Yeah.
a real actress. It was a situation where I never saw myself as an actor. Cause come on, I'm an artist. He acting. Da, da, da. It's kind of not really smiled upon, but it's something that's lucrative. It's a great business, and I never seen myself being good in it. But as I did and I progressed and I learned my following, I'm gaining other followers, celebrities tapping in with me from acting and not my music. I'm like, I don't want to put myself in a box.
Nah,
as if, I'm
you
just
can't
an
put
artist,
yourself
so.
in a box. That's the first thing I had ever saw from you. I hadn't heard your music yet.
Yeah.
And I saw the Life of Diego clip, and then I clicked on it. I hit bruh, and then I was like, who is this chick right here? I didn't even know bruh at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, this Gabbana, she do music too, da da da. Then that's when I learned your music. But I was just so fucking amazed from that small little 1 minute clip bruh put up,
Yeah.
just of that Life of Diego clip. And then we played it on the show. And I like what Pink had went into when he was talking about the transition that a lot of artists can make. You want to talk about it
From hip hop to acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a lot of success stories of that transition. But my feeling is that when you are a rapper, when you're good at it, you are selling a persona. And that is something that translates into the acting.
Thanks.
You bring a personal gravity to any acting role that you have. And I haven't done it, but it's probably not easy, but it's a natural transition, I think, because of what you have to do to be an effective rapper. It gives you a presence that translates onto the screen.
I can agree, only because even like I say with working with him, that was my first time on camera doing any type of serious acting. So I've seen others where they're like, I'm an actor, I'm the best actor, and then he say action, and you're in the scene with me, and you kind of exactly like
you fold. Yeah, you fold.
So it's like, you're trained for this. You've been
Yeah.
doing this before, bro, whenever. But he actually polished me to be the good actress that I am. I'm saying that because I really had no idea
No
what
formal
acting
training.
was about, how you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just knew nothing. So when I did come back in town, I was honored that he did want to, give me that opportunity because I'm like, and I was open to it because why not? I want to get my name out there any way I can.
Sure.
My goal is to take care of as many people as I can before I leave this earth. I don't have children biologically, so of course I'm going to take care of my mom, children, but I really want to be able to touch and help people all over the world in any way I can, whether that's helping homeless people, catering or focusing on children, girls, speaking to them, motivating them to be respectful to their moms, any type of way. I just really want to get to a place, not even where I'm rich, I'm comfortable.
Right.
The money is working for me, and I can handle and help others without being in a financial strain. That's really my goal.
No, that's dope. That's dope for sure. What's next for you? You working on an album? You got any singles you working on?
I got so much music. Queen of the Streets 2 is still in the works. My first album that we dropped that back in 2020. I actually am one of the artists that I give my supporters, I don't like to say fans, I say supporters. I give my supporters options to where if I put up something in my story like, hey, y'all want Project Patra, the mixtape, or do y'all want Queen of the Streets too? And they'll vote from there.
Okay.
At one point, they wanted the album, but when I gave them the option of my last project, the mixtape, G Shit, they wanted G Shit. So it's like, I kind of let my following pick and decide like where I'm going project-wise. Last year, I opened up the year, I was dropping one single each year. I done gave the girls some breathing room this year. You know, I ain't tearing them up, hitting them across the head with the singles every week. But we definitely consistent, dropping freestyles, just jumping on beats.
Yeah,
to
you
stay
just dropped
active.
one. What the other week?
I did Still Tipping.
Yeah.
I did Get Back last month. Got another one finna drop. You know, another hard one finna drop. I just like to do that though, you know, just to stay active. It's almost like a sport. Get active.
Yeah.
Make them get in the field a little bit because as we already know, most artists, whether locally or some of our favorite artists, they don't put out music too often.
Yeah.
But Nicki Minaj was like, if you are an artist and you're not where you want to be, your main focus should be putting out music. Like you said, you got onto me by acting. You didn't even know about my music.
Right.
Which either way, I'm appreciative of it. But some people will walk around and have a chip on their shoulder assuming everybody just knows who they are. Nobody knows you, baby. It's a whole world out there. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole world. And then not only that, certain people don't listen to all genres of music.
That too.
So if your music or your style of rap or hip hop is not what I like, I may not know you.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I may like your acting and now I'm onto your music.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Or may like your books, or may
It's gonna go
may
from
like your skits
Something.
that you do with show.
I really think the modern model is saturation. I think in the past,
Yes.
like when albums were a bigger deal, you know, you release a project, you push it, then you take a year or two off and come with something else. I mean, we talk a lot about Drake. It's like he's literally just dropped stuff
In they face,
continuously.
yes.
And I think that's become the model for success and breaking through in some level. Is just constantly having content out there.
I agree, only because, well, even in Drake's sense, like you said, Drake is consistent. But we know with Drake, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
A lot of these artists, they'll just sit on music and you don't know what you're getting. You don't even have one hit out, meaning you don't have a hit that your city knows you for. Why are you still sitting on this music but still saying you're better than everybody else?
Delusion.
Put it out.
Delusion.
That's what I mean. So it's like, put it out. Until you actually stamp yourself in your city or wherever you are, you have to start locally. That's why I say your city at least. I've always been a popular girl. I won Miss Freshman in high school. Like, I've just always been a popular girl. So I knew I was supposed to be more than who I was shelling myself to be.
Yeah. Facts. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to get my own, and then we're going to go from there. All right. Let me see here. And also, we got to get this on screen together. So we're going to take a quick break. So what you think we should do?
You got to restart for that to kick back on. I don't know why it would have stopped.
Yeah.
I'll scoot it up. Maybe check
Oh,
it
it paused.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
That's all it did. Pause. But the audio and everything's still good.
Everything else is... So, my main cable is broke. The main cable, they tripped over it.